Okay, hi guys. I hope you're all doing well. That's like the number one most important thing here. So I know this is kind of a strange time, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of stress going on. So I just wanted to remind you, like, we're all in it together, which is why I wanted to have a meeting for anyone to join, just so you know, like, with all this social distancing and remote learning, like, we can still find ways to be together and not feel alone through that. So yeah. Also, I know that like there's a lot of other challenges outside of school stuff. And so I want everyone to know that like I know that there are things that are more important than school. So I know some of you might have to like watch siblings, help out your family, like with all the things kind of going on. So just know that like health, family, finances, all of that stuff is like prioritized over school. We want to keep learning, we want to keep working because it's important to have a sense of normalcy, and obviously like this isn't permanent, we're going to get through it, so we just want to kind of keep things going and make sure we're still learning, we're still growing. But just know that everyone's like here to help out, and understands that you've got other stuff going on too. Okay, so what the next 2 weeks are going to look like. So basically I sent out that Survey Monkey on Remind, so if you, some of you might have responded to that. But essentially how it'll work is every morning starting tomorrow at 9 a.m. I will post like a little mini lesson, which I'll do this same way on Zoom, but it'll be kind of like this where everyone's muted at first so I can kind of go over directions, instructions, but then I'll give you guys time to ask questions, or you can always post questions in the chat. But yeah, that'll probably be from like 9 to 9:15, 9:30. It really just depends on like how long the instructions take for that particular day and how many questions anybody has. But I'm not going to commit to be like on for a full hour or anything then, because the office hours that most people wanted was from 1 to 2 p.m. in the afternoon, because I'm sure you guys, you know, maybe have a little more energy in the afternoon. So I'll be on Zoom from like 9 to 9:15 in the morning, but then again at 1 to 2 for like official office hours. And those office hours are just going to be like Q&A time, or if you need help with the assignment. So it'll be much more informal than like the 9 a.m. thing where I'm actually going over the lesson and instructions. Like I said, I'll try to record everything, unless it's like a one-on-one meeting that you guys don't want recorded. Like if you want to just chat with me one-on-one, like obviously I won't record that, but anything that's like a group thing like this, I will record. I did have, you can still always like message me on Remind. You can still always email me. I'm still going to be checking those things all the time. But yeah, and then the other kind of things for this week. So basically you'll have like one assignment a day, and it'll always be due by the end of that day. So 11:59 p.m. That just gives you guys a little bit of flexibility of when you're going to get it done, and if you're having issues or anything like that. Obviously, like, there's going to be glitches, things are going to be done late, but for your own sanity, like, you want to try to keep up with stuff anyway so it doesn't pile up. So 11:59 p.m. by the end of the day. Just because of the way remote learning works, we're not going to really like redo anything that's done during this 2-week period. And that's just because like you guys have all these resources at your disposal. You have me 24/7 basically. No, wait, not true. I shouldn't say that. That's too much to commit to. But you know what I mean. You have a lot of resources. So if you want to make sure you do something really well, just chat with me about it ahead of time, instead of redoing it. Okay, so we're not really going to have any redos. So it just looks a little bit differently. But obviously, I'm not going to give you anything like crazy unmanageable to do, since we don't have in-person instruction. Okay, other things, just I wanted to address a couple questions that I've already been getting from students, and then I'll let you guys ask questions and stuff like that. So the first question to answer is about the novel project. Some people were asking, is it still going to be due on March 27th? And yes, it is still going to be due on March 27th, which is next Friday. So that means at this point you got a little less than 2 weeks. I want to keep that due date for a couple of reasons. Number one, I feel like you guys have plenty of time to read a book now, so there's really no reason to move that. And also I've built into the next 2 weeks of our lessons time for you to work on that. So like, for example, this Friday will still be a drop everything and read day. So I'm not giving you another assignment. Your only assignment is to work on reading your book. And then next week, I'll do a little mini lesson on writing the argumentative letter. And then you'll have, then that gives you plenty of time to work on writing the letter about that. And then you'll be able to turn in that argumentative assignment next Friday, March 27th, the due date that's originally posted on Google Classroom. You'll just turn it in to turnitin.com and should be all good there. So yes, that is still happening. The only issue some people might have run into was maybe you didn't get a book before this whole thing happened. But I will post tomorrow morning at the latest links to ebooks. So if you didn't already, links to ebooks. So if you didn't already get a book, you will have access to one of those choices online. It just kind of slims down your options. You might not get the one that you wanted because there might not be a free ebook for it. But I'll post options if you didn't get anything ahead of time. What other questions? Oh, some people are asking about things that reassessments they submitted before break, and are those going to be graded and that sort of thing. Don't worry about any of that. If you submitted it by March 6th, it's still going to be regraded. There's just lots of other things going on right now, so it hasn't been done yet, but it will get done and it will update. Okay. As far as testing goes, like Easy Merit, ACT, AP testing, obviously Alonzo just filled us in. There's no ACT testing until June, but that being said, you still want to be studying. As far as AP testing goes, there's no official word yet. So I just want all of us to keep moving forward as if we are going to take that test. If you end up not taking it, it doesn't mean that all the work we've been doing is for nothing. All of this work is super important and valuable just for your learning and your growth as far as like reading and writing goes. So we're going to keep moving forward, and that's why I know, say, Miss Secor for APUSH, she's pushing you along because we're planning that those tests are still going to happen and we got to be ready for them. That being said, I really don't want you guys to like stress right now and feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to learn as much. I'm not going to be ready for these tests. Just don't worry about any of that stuff. Just do the best you can with what's given to you. Try to do everything that's given to you. Use resources, but don't be overwhelmed by anything. Literally, the whole world is going through this together, and it's like, what the heck is happening? Like, we're all dealing with this, so we're all willing to work together and give everybody a break. And nobody's gonna like surprise you with something crazy that you're not gonna be ready for. So yeah, biggest thing overall is I wanted to let you guys know that I'm here for you, whatever you need, whether that's school related or like, personal issues, anything. Just know that you can reach out to me, email, remind, or any of these office hour meeting type things. So yeah, that's all I got for you. I'm gonna unmute everybody now so that you guys can ask questions.
How do I donate 100 bits? Like, I got my credit card in right now, and I want to like support you. Will you say my name on stream if I donate enough money?
Nate has donated 100 bits. Isn't he amazing? No! Nate's the best. Thanks,
Miss Miller.
Nate.
Alonzo,
there's your piece.
Okay, I heard somewhere in the news that AP said that like we might have to do like the test.
No. That we might have to do the tests. What?
That we might have to do the tests at home.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, nothing is decided yet. I know that they're going to create a plan. They're going to come up with something. And the whole reason being is they want you guys. That's awesome, Fabian. I tried to do that and it like my face wasn't showing up well when I tried to do a virtual background.
What are you doing?
But anyway, back to the AP testing thing. They want you guys to have the opportunity to earn your college credit. Like that's the biggest thing. So they're going to come up with a solution. We just don't know what it is yet. So just stay tuned and Yeah, make sure you're working towards it still. Oh, I hate that. Ugh. And does anyone have other questions? Fabian? Fabian had a question.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. First of all, there's a setting on here that says raise hand. Like if
Yeah.
you click more, it says raise hand, lower hand.
Yeah.
I clicked raise hand. Do you like see that or no?
I was only seeing your physical hand raised, but I do know there is that setting, but I don't know where to look for it. So
Okay. Because I was like, oh, maybe this will be more organized.
no,
But-
it is more organized, and I want to be able to do that, but I don't see how to do that right now.
Hey, Spence, can you grab me another Dr. Pepper? Or can you
Okay.
go back over?
So my
Wait,
question
back
was
over.
about your office
Can you grab me another
hours.
Dr. Pepper?
Yeah.
I know you said 1 to 2. Is that what?
Yeah, go to Sukum's office.
Yeah,
the
1 to
vote?
2 every day.
It's right next to the ladies.
I know you said 1 to 2. My question is, are you gonna be basically on here, or is it like that? Is that like prioritized time for like email? Nate, can you move your mic?
It's gonna be both. I'm gonna be on here so that if any, because I want it to be able to be like in-person tutoring, you know. So I'll be on here, but I will have my email and all of that pulled up to be able to respond to stuff too. I just think a lot of questions are more easily discussed in person. And I don't know if you guys know this, but you can like share your screen and stuff. So like for example, I can share my screen with you right now. So you guys can see my screen now. Can you see it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I can stop sharing it with you. And then actually I can even share like, and for your math teachers, it's gonna be like super awesome. I can share like a whiteboard,
Just go grab me a
Hey.
whiteboard, and I can like, wow.
Hey, Miller,
Yeah.
unmute Maddie.
Oh, Maddie, unmute. Maddie, you're unmuted. Maybe.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Of course.
It's okay.
I'll make sure I unmute all again. I thought I did that. Okay, all are unmuted. Unless you want to be muted. It's your choice to mute yourself. Oh, I do see a hand raised. Oh, I do see it now. It's up in the video icon. Okay. Oh, I can lower your hand though. I lowered it.
Oh, okay. I was also asking, like, if we have like a specific question on an assignment, we want to do it like this. Like, is everyone gonna be seeing that? Pretty much.
Yes.
Okay.
Just email her separately if you don't want it seen. Just email her.
Yeah, if you don't want it seen, if like you want to have a separate session or something like that, you can email me, you can message me on Remind, or like if you're like, hey, I have a 2-minute question, you can like schedule a time with me in advance if you want. Like, hey, let's meet at 2:02 once everybody else is gone.
Okay.
And I can be flexible with that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else have questions about anything going on with school?
Yeah, Miller, do you know if all the teachers are going to be doing this, like service, the Zoom service?
Not
just
necessarily
you?
everyone's using Zoom. So the expectations wide is that every teacher is on Google Classroom posting like a daily activity or question there, and that every teacher has office hours for at least 1 hour a day. But those office hours, like Fabian was saying, it could be just they're responding to emails and chats, and or it could be virtually via Zoom. It just depends on the teacher's like tech savviness and preferences, you know.
Okay, and then another question.
Because
If this goes on,
some of your teachers might have like a lot more going on if they have kids and they have, you know, like all that kind of stuff.
Miss Miller, if this goes past the 2-week quarantine, like foreseeably to the end of the year, as a lot of like people have been talking about, that the virus we might have to quarantine like the New Zealand and UK model, where we quarantine until like the summer, where the flu could be killed out by the heat. What does that say for our academics and like graduating or promoting or credits?
I mean,
You know anything about that?
Yeah, the goal is you just continue like remote learning as best as possible, and they want to prioritize for sure. Like we want our seniors to still graduate on time. We want you guys to still pass your classes. Like, we can't really predict everything. I don't know if you guys saw yet, but Dr. Runyon, the superintendent, like shared out a video updating. So he kind of talks about that like a little bit, but everything's very vague and uncertain right now. But like I said, don't stress. You're not going to go into a situation where like you're not going to graduate on time or you're not going to get your grades or something. Like the worst thing that would happen, I think, is it would kind of be moved to like a pass-fail sort of situation, which just wouldn't affect your GPA. So, you know, that's kind of the best I can answer that so far. But we're just going to keep doing the best we can with the online stuff, you know. I see that Fabian has another question.
What are you doing?
All right, Fabian.
My other question is like, what is the projected like time for your assignments? Are they like going to be basically like an hour every day, like normal class time?
Yeah,
or
like a normal amount of class time.
Okay.
Other than like outside, like the reading of your book or working on, you know, and it all depends. Like people work at just different places, so I can't really
He just wants to stack in these.
say the timeline, but yeah, about an hour.
Because we reached the third layer.
The stars right now, Miss Miller.
The what? The stars. Okay, Destiny L has a question, guys.
Are the daily assignments that you posted, are they going to be graded?
Yes, not necessarily.
Oh yeah, and then there's already some on there. Here.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
not everything will be graded for a grade in the book. But every day you'll have something to do that sort of like counts as your attendance for school. So it's really important that you guys do everything, because this is how we like avoid having to extend the school year past the original like end of the school year, you know, and having to go into summer. Because if we say, look, our kids were still attending school, they were still doing work, learning was still happening, you don't have to add extra days. But if like no one's doing any work online, no one's turning in their attendance, then we might have to extend the school year. So that's kind of the biggest reason you want to make sure you're participating every day, is so we don't have to add on extra time. But I'll always communicate to you guys like this product, this is what's going to be like graded for an actual grade, you know, like this is like a participation grade. Oh my gosh, Fabian.
I have another question. Okay. Sorry, now I have so many questions, but I just want to like be as informed as I can.
Yeah.
Are you laughing at this?
I did laugh, Dave. I did laugh.
I was laughing at your background, yeah.
Okay, so my
I see
question
him in
was, my question was that for you, like I know you said your assignments are due like at 11:59. Like that's our attendance. Like that's how the attendance is working, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And for other teachers, is it still around like that same kind of rule, or for some teachers, do we have to like turn something in at that class time that we would actually have their class?
It's never going to be like at the actual class time, because that we just can't manage that in this type of situation. But all of your teachers are going to be different in terms of like what they expect of you and by when. But I would assume, yeah, as a good rule of thumb, as long as you do something for every class every day, that's your attendance ticket. But you're going to have to, it does happen on a teacher by teacher basis. I know that by 3 p.m. today, all of your teachers have to have posted to Google Classroom their schedule, so when their office hours are going to be and how to contact them and all of that. So, I mean, that's just like really utilize Google Classroom, really utilize the office hours with any teachers you're not sure about. But there's not like strict expectations for every single teacher. It has to be flexible because we're working in a really like tricky new environment. So.
Yes.
No, Fabian, you don't have any more questions.
I know.
Lower your hand.
Oh, I thought you said.
I have a
question.
Oh yeah.
So our summer's not gonna get extended, right? Since we're like still doing school stuff, or
That's what I'm saying. As long as people are still like enough people are doing stuff, you know what I mean? It shouldn't be extended. But like if nobody does any work, like just really tell your friends to like do these things in
Yeah.
Google Classroom. And I will tell you, like, I know teachers are still going to have expectations, but they're like understanding and sympathetic to the fact of like, I'm not going to be giving you the same amount of work I would be giving you if we were in school. You know what I mean? Because that's not fair or equitable for everybody, you know? But
Are you getting paid, Miss Ma'am?
yes, we are.
Okay.
Don't
You work for
worry
the
about
state,
it.
right? And they have
Huh?
infinite money. You work for the state.
Oh,
and they have
infinite money. Yeah.
you get away with it. Like all of us, no pay, all the people at home. But you get to work 1 hour a day. You get paid for it.
I'm not
I love it. Miss
an
Ma'am.
hour
I
a
love
day.
it. Way to go.
She wants to do
I'm saying,
lesson
being a
planning.
teacher is hard. Being a teacher is so difficult.
But you know what's funny is one thing I really thought about when the remote working thing happened was I was like, oh shoot, remember how you guys had to like write that synthesis about like is college worth the cost, and like you didn't even think of if you're in this situation, this is when like a service job is definitely a lot harder to have because
I hope this is the end of the school system. Not gonna lie. I hope everyone realizes that this is all like a big prank that they've been putting each other through.
well,
We just need to get older.
so you guys, I mean, I assume you guys already know like colleges and universities are online for the rest of the semester and all of that. So like this is helping prepare you for college. You know?
Okay.
Fabian, what are you doing?
Wait, so Nate, do you actually think like we're gonna realize we don't need like regular school ever again after this?
Yes, because it's actually one of the biggest wastes of my time ever. I think I spent about going to this like building somewhere. What's up?
I don't know if I agree with Nate. What do you guys think?
Fabian's too busy over here. I don't think he knows. Yeah. Ew.
What is he doing?
He's being weird.
Oh, is he
Please take
picking
him
your
out of
nose?
the chat. Please. Ew, Fabian.
You know, this is all going on Google Classroom.
Oh my god.
All right. Does anyone have any more questions before I like say goodbye to everyone and stop recording?
Oh, Miss Miller, I do. Wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, I do. So just to make sure, you're gonna be on here, you said from 1 to 2 every day, or?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So I'll leave it up. Like people may or may not join. So like I'll have it up and I'll be doing my thing like with, you know, and then just as people join, I'll answer questions. So the point is you don't have to be on from 1 to 2. You can come on from 1 o'clock to 1:05. You get your question answered. You go. You know, you can come on any time between 1 and 2. You can join.
Okay.
Miss Miller, how do you feel about this situation?
What do you of what situation?
Like
the whole
the
thing?
online,
The online learning.
side.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy that we're doing it because again,
Nate, your microphone is really loud. I can't hear Miss Miller.
I'm gonna mute
No.
Nate for a little bit
Miss
because
Ma'am.
he's being
Actually, Miss
productive.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
You need to turn off the your control over the muting because I can mute myself, but then I can't unmute myself. So make sure that I can mute myself when I do the screwdriver, so I can ask
Okay.
questions. I'll go on there. Bye.
Bye. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad we're doing the online stuff because it means we won't have to extend the school year. It's also like kind of cool to try some new stuff and kind of like what Jimena and Nadia were saying. Like I feel like this past like week and yesterday and today, like I've had time to be like healthy and take care of myself and things like that. So that's kind of nice. I feel like we have more time to do that. That being said, I don't think it's the best form of instruction, but like we got to do what we can, and it's
Yeah.
you know, we're gonna make it work, and it's kind of cool to try it out. How do you guys feel about it?
I think it's like crazy. I think it's just
I
like
feel
so
like this is-
surreal. Like I really
think-
do feel like in a movie or like in a simulation.
Yeah, I didn't think this was real at first. I didn't.
Like the whole, are you talking about the whole thing or just the school thing?
Just
No,
everything.
I'm saying,
there's
like,
really a
everything.
virus going around the world and it's like killing people.
Yeah.
It's like
And
I
we're
feel
like-
like we're in a Black Mirror episode.
It's killing old people.
Black Mirror.
It's kind of convenient. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
completely honest.
Black Mirror episode, I feel that. Because I thought
It's
like
just
the
so
beginning
weird.
of a horror
like, I never
movie.
thought I'd live in this.
I don't care about the virus. I care about the stock market crashing. Like
Yeah,
I don't
the-
know what the
The
American
economic impact is concerning.
Very crazy.
Yeah.
So hopefully they're going to be giving people money to kind of make up for that. Hopefully that's
Life is
okay.
crazy.
Well, I'm
Alright,
going to
well,
stop
I'm
recording
excited to
now.
start
But if anyone
tomorrow.
still wants to chat for a little bit, we can. But I'm going to stop recording unless anyone has any more like. Oh, Alonzo has a question. What's up,
Okay,
Alonzo?
so this isn't regarding about the class, but I mean, this is about, the tutoring program. So how is that going to work, man? So, like, how do you think that will work? Miss Miller?
Yeah, I'll end this recording and then I can chat with you a little bit about that.
Yeah, 'cause I did send an email about it. So
Yeah, I responded to your email too if you want to take a look at it. But yeah, okay, I'm going to stop recording now. Bye, everyone who didn't attend and will watch this later.